Munich Security Conference,
Yes.
the main topic, and yesterday's statement by Trump.
Yes.
I know that Russian representatives are not here. They're not here for how many years?
Well, we didn't invite the Russians for the last 4 years now for conferences. I would invite them, but the first prerequisite is that they finally recognize the legitimate Ukrainian government, that they recognize President Zelensky, that they recognize the identity of a Ukrainian state, and they haven't done that, so we haven't invited them. So when President Trump talks about meeting here with the Russians, I can only organize meetings with Ms. Navalnaya or Ms. Nemtsova, the wives of opposition politicians that have been killed by Putin, but there are no Russian officials here at the Munich Security Conference.
And what is the attitude? I understand that you cannot comment on Trump's statements, but still, will it be possible to proceed some talks about Ukraine without Ukraine on the fields of Munich Security Conference?
What here is happening, we will have the Europeans together. We have President Zelensky coming, and I think at this stage it's very important that we stand united, that the Europeans are united, that the Europeans step up to the plate and assume responsibility, but we also expect, and let me say this, that Ukraine stays united. And I must tell you that I'm very worried that my old friend Petro Poroshenko, who has been a regular guest at the Munich Security Conference, has not been allowed to leave Ukraine, and even is now facing prosecution. This is a very bad message at a time where I would expect that Ukraine, the people, stand together.
So you think that Ukraine has to be united and then fight against Russia, not against themselves?
No,
between themselves.
At this time of a crisis where now the Americans are, Mr. Trump, who says that he is a deal maker, is now giving away NATO membership. He's giving away that Ukraine has to give up part of the territory, which is against international law, which is totally unacceptable. And you know, the United States, even during the Soviet Union, during several presidents, they never recognized that the Baltic states are part of the Soviet Union. And what are you hearing from Trump? So this is very alarming. The only response can be a united Europe, a united Ukraine, and we have to put our fate in our own hands as Europeans.
How do you see the role of Munich Security Conference in in this conflict? I mean, what can do Munich Security Conference?
What we can do is first give President Zelensky a chance to speak to European leaders. We expect that he will meet with Vice President Vance, so he can make the point and he can better understand than by a phone call. So that's important. We have all the Europeans here, we have all the European institutions, and they can rally behind Ukraine. And also with regard to European defense, I think more decisions need to be taken. We have Mr. Merz here, the probable next German Chancellor, who will have a lot of discussion, so he can have a running start once he's Chancellor. So a lot of talks, and I hope it will be a good outcome for Ukraine, that again the European community, the European community in general, including Ukraine, stays united.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Yes.